In Chicago, the people calling sports are often household names, as well known and beloved as the athletes.
Jackie Kostic here now with a broadcaster making a name for himself at just 23 years old.
Yeah, Jim and Marie, even though Jason Ross Jr. was raised in Detroit, he grew up listening to and studying legendary Chicago sports play-by-play announcers. So I talked to him about his fast rise in broadcasting. The moment Jason Ross Jr. hits the airwaves,
It fires, he scores!
you know he's doing exactly what he was meant to do.
I think it was around the middle school age when I found myself always watching sports highlights and saying to myself, there's a job behind that.
It was also around that middle school age when Ross says people started taking note of his broadcast-worthy baritone.
Megan, what has you excited about today's matchup?
Maybe he got a little deeper a little earlier, and that was something I heard pretty often, yeah.
While it would be years before Ross would make his real on-air debut, the reps piled up quick.
Video games, whatever it was, the game that was on TV, I would try to pretend that I was the play-by-play announcer and call it myself.
Ross became a student in the game of broadcasting, studying media and communication at Lawrence Tech University outside of Detroit, and picking up roles in minor league baseball with ESPN Plus and Sports Illustrated, and hosting a college sports show called Motor City Roundup with his friend and colleague Jenna Rose.
We would start our own show, film it, edit it, produce it, post it. We were the hosts of it, and after those shows, I would go up in the gondola at Little Caesars Arena and call Red Wings games for practice. We kind of always had a goal of creating our own path and attacking the industry with a mindset of hard work and finding whatever crack we could, and we'd squeak into those cracks.
Last fall, that relentless work ethic landed Ross in Chicago with the Big Ten Network, calling college football with ESPN, and on January 8th, Ross made history as the first black broadcaster to call a Blackhawks game.
Jujar Kira with Jake McCabe. Kira scores!
Suddenly finding himself a colleague of the talent he grew up listening to.
Every night the Blackhawks were on, I would tune in and listen to John Weideman. He really taught me how to do hockey on radio.
Front with a backhand shot and just missing it.
I actually met John in Detroit 3 years ago. He couldn't have been any nicer and really inspired me to strive after my goals. So it's been so surreal to now call him a coworker and a friend, which is really amazing.
While Ross is living his dream, he is no doubt still striving toward it, staying ready so when a crack appears, he's there, right where he's supposed to be. Ross recently called the largest comeback in WNBA history as well. The Sky were down 28 points, and then they came back to beat the Aces in Las Vegas. And I have come to know Ross pretty well, just getting to know him at practices and stuff. And he has the most incredible work ethic you have ever seen. I mean, his preparation is unmatched.
And great pipes.
He does, that voice.
Born with it. Middle school. That's what he sounded like in middle school. Incredible.
I admire his hustle. He's really made it happen.
Good luck to him.
Yes,
23.
absolutely.